be able to be there for them. Like my dad wasn't. I want my daughter to look at me like my dad is my superhero. Maybe my kids might grow up to hate their dad. Like I failed at life. I'm not gonna be the man that I think I am. I don't want to let my kids down. I'm afraid to let them down. Become the man that you needed when you was a kid. When I was growing up, I was in search for this man that seemed like he was like a superhero of the hood. That man was my dad. When you growing up and you hearing stories about a man have power and people respect him and listen to him, as a young boy growing up, it make it hard for you to be a soft coward. See, some of y'all got sons, man, and some of y'all might not be in y'all son life due to the mama situation or whatever. Because even with me, my mom, she say she wasn't, but she was to a certain extent, keeping me away from my dad. My dad didn't think I was his son because he was getting sentenced to life in jail at the time. He beat the case for a murder case, but she was pregnant when he was in jail, so he didn't know if she was pregnant by somebody else or not, whatever. But I look like him, just like him. So he was like, when he seen me, he like, oh damn, that really is my son. And I don't blame him, bro. I'm a man. I understand. I would feel the same way if I was him. But at the time I didn't, because I was a little boy and I needed that. I needed him there. Where I grew up at, it's like, if you don't have, I had a stepdad. I mean, I got a stepdad. He's still alive, and he was a great man. And he did show me a lot of things, but the blood that's pumping through my body was different type of blood. I got hyena/lion blood, bro. He showed me how to treat a woman, because he treated my mama amazingly. And I truly respect that shit. I'm happy I didn't grow up watching my mama get beat on or some weird, crazy stuff like that. But my mind was, I want to be in it. Well, actually, my mind wasn't in the streets like that at first. I actually was a good kid at first. Always living in an apartment complex, which it wasn't bad at first, but it ended up turning into like a little project because all the East Side kids, which if you from Detroit, East Side, West Side, there was some badass kids on the East Side. I was a West Side baby. But they moved in, and I was playing with my best friend at the time, Isaac. Rest in peace to Isaac. And we was playing with toys. We was playing with wrestling men and shit. And I used to want to be the Rock, so I used to wear the button-ups. I used to do the little eyebrow and stuff like that. And the new kids that had just came in there, they had called us over. Hey, come over here. So we thinking they want to play and shit. And we went over there. They tried to jump us. Like, niggas swung a bat at me. Like, bro, what? So we take off running. Boom. Run to the apartment. My stepdad come out, chase him off. Boom. But it made me feel like a coward, bro. And my stepdad, he always had my back, right? Like, bro, these niggas messing with you, you know what I'm saying? I got you, whatever. You know, he'd go outside and grab me all the kids trying to get at their parents. He was a stand-up dude. But at that point in my life, I needed to learn how to be a lion, bro. I need to learn how to be able to attack. I need to learn how to believe in myself and have confidence as a man to stand up and not be afraid. And I was afraid, bro. I was. So then I started going to my mom and started asking my dad, like, hey, you know, what was my dad like? Oh, she started telling me. And then she'd drink, and that's when she really talked to me. So my stepdad would be asleep, and she'd tell me all these stories. And we'd sit in the living room and just talk while she drinking. And she'd start reminiscing. And, like, my mom, she's still in love with my dad to this day. He's been dead since 2013, 14 or something like that. And she still get, you know, she'll still cry talking with my dad. But when my mom finally opened up to me about him, it's like, that's how I feel like, I feel like that's who I am on my inside. When she was telling me stuff about him, it's like, damn, that sounds like what I feel on my inside. The way she was explaining how he thought, I mean, I think like that. But that situation happened it shifted me so fucking bad, bro, because I was innocent, man. I ain't fucking know. I wasn't thinking nothing crazy at the time. I went back to school. I was a straight A student at the time. I went back to school. I couldn't focus no more. I couldn't do homework no more. I couldn't do nothing. It's like my mind shut off. My mama started trying to help me with my homework. It's like I couldn't focus on it, you know. I failed the second grade. This is happening when I was in second grade. Right after that situation, I went back to school and I just sat in the classroom and I wouldn't talk no more. I was talking to this girl at the time and some boy tried to talk to her. I became so angry as a kid that I hated dudes. Like, I felt like if I seen a dude get into it with somebody that seemed like they was scared, I jumped into it. I stood up for him, even if I didn't know how to fight at the time or nothing. So this dude was talking to the girl I liked in class, and she was getting upset. So I tried to fight him in the classroom. Stood up for her, tried to fight him. I get kicked out for like a few days or whatever. I'm like, what's wrong with you? So I told her the situation, whatever. So then when I started going back outside, it's like I wanted it. Like I wanted to fight. I wanted to hurt somebody. And I was afraid to put my guard down and just be a kid. So I started studying violent people, gang leaders, all type of crazy shit, man. Whatever, drug dealers, like people that had power that would physically hurt somebody. I studied it. And I went full throttle with it. And it turned me into a monster. But the one thing I can say is that a lot of my friends that I talk to this day became my friend because I stood up for them at one point in my life. A lot of the people that I stood up for became my lifelong friends, bro. And I got a lot of great things about myself from being in that situation at a young age. And to be honest, I just realized the way I am now came from that situation. Me and my girl was talking about it, and we was talking just about life. And I had put two and two together, and it's like, damn, I never looked at it like that. They tried to bully me, and then it changed who I was, because we was talking about one of my friends, one of my homeboys. One of my homeboys lived down the street from me. And one of the older dudes was trying to fight him. He didn't want to fight. And I came down the street. But I was cool with the dude. I wasn't even cool with my friend at the time. I wasn't cool with him. We never talked. It was no, you know. But the dude that was trying to fight my friend, me and him was cool. But I tried to fight him because I'm like, bro, he said he don't want to fight you. He like, no, he was talking junk, da, 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 da. I heard he was talking stuff, but he didn't know he said it or not. He just trying to fight him off of he say, she say. So I said, bro, he don't want to, bro, fight me. If he said he don't want to fight me. And everybody like, bro, what's wrong with you, D? Are you tripping? I said, nah, bro, he don't want to fight you. I never knew all of these years the way I was based off of something that happened to me when I was in second grade, bro. When they talk about like traumas and shit like that, I'm not like this type of person. I have trauma. No, bro. I never knew though that it came from something from so long ago. It's crazy. The person you are right now was shaped years ago, man. Years ago. But at that time, bro, I needed my dad to come in there. I can't even tell you what I needed him to do. I just needed him. I just wanted him. I wanted to look at the man that created me, you know? So become that man that you feel like you needed when you was a kid. Become that man, like that strong man that's gonna show you how to be a man. Like if my dad was there to be like, just to talk to me about the streets, talk to me about how to move and operate in situations, on how to think, how to fight, how to protect yourself, how to use your mind to get what you want. Bro, the art of manipulation is a powerful fucking tool. If you could learn how to use your mind to get you in out of situations, bro, you'll be more powerful than 99% of the people out here. Because sometimes it's not always physical. Sometimes you gotta know how to think. But becoming that man that I needed as a kid is my ultimate goal in life. Because even though I don't have a kid, I really want a kid, but I'm afraid to have a kid, man, because I just feel like society nowadays is raising our kids. It's like, oh, but you can do this and you can do that. It's like, at the end of the day, when your kid walk out that door, it's the world against you, bro. And I'm just afraid. It just don't make sense for me, man. Maybe in a few years from now, that's gonna change. I really do want to be able to hold my daughter and look at her big, beautiful eyes and be like, damn, and my son, and be like, damn, I'm proud of you, boy, you accomplishing your things. I really do want to feel that. But I honestly feel like to be honest, I feel like I'm not who I want to be. I'm afraid that I'm not the man that I need to be to raise my kids to be who they need to be. I don't want to let my kids down that I don't even have. I'm so afraid to let them down. I want to be able to be there for them like my dad wasn't. And that shit scared the fuck out of me. I know I'll be a great father. I know I'll be a great father. And as I'm talking to y'all, I think this shit coming to me now. Like, it's not something I already knew. I'm talking to y'all, but like I'm thinking about it now. I was like, damn, maybe I'm afraid that I'm not gonna be the man that I think I am. Maybe I might let my kids down. Maybe my kids might grow up to hate their dad, and I'm the dad, you know? That's a fucking fear that I didn't even know to just right now just talking about. Like, damn, maybe that's why. I want my son to grow up and be like, damn, man, I want to be like my dad. And I got to tell him, like, nah, bro, you got to be better than me, bro. You got a better opportunity. You got a better shot. I want my daughter to look at me like my dad is my superhero. And if I don't have that, bro, that's fucked up. It's like I failed at life. I waited to have these kids and my kids don't look at me like I'm their superhero. That's a fear that I just found out about right now talking to y'all, bro. That's crazy. But every day we need to start working on being that person that we wish we had when we was young, man. Because life don't come with a manual book. Life don't tell you how to become a man. Life don't do shit but just throw you out here with the wolves. And we got fucked up parents sometimes. Sometimes you got parents that's just out here laying up with anybody, saying F they dads. Now you grow up without a dad, or, you know, she just had so happily your dad is a fucking drug addict or something. I don't know, you know. But our mothers be putting us in some messed up situations, man. And I just hope that you start taking accountability for your life and start changing your life and becoming that 2.0 version of yourself, bro, because somebody gonna need us. And when that day they come knocking for you to come help them, I just hope that you the man that you thought you was. Because sometimes we think we are something that we really not. And life is going to really expose us when that time comes. So become that 2.0 version of yourself, man. Be the man that you always needed growing up, man. I love y'all. Drop a comment. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm thinking about creating a school group where we are basically, I'm going to put everything in there, bro. Credit, how to repair your credit, how to get business funding, how to optimize your hormones, testosterone and shit. Get y'all source list to be able to do it yourself so y'all don't have to go to clinics. How to create digital products, bro. How to make money online. Everything. Just a community of savages. We're going to be doing fitness challenges, keeping each other accountable. And listen, let me tell you, I'm going to be on y'all ass, boy. So we going to have some goals in there. You ain't on your goals. We're going to be doing our check-ins and I'm going to be getting on y'all. So I feel like it'd be a fun little thing, bro. So I just I just hope y'all wake the fuck up and start becoming that 2.0 version of yourself, man. I believe in y'all. And whatever you're going through is always like the end of the tunnel. But if you don't believe, it's always you're gonna be stuck in the dark. So, man, keep fighting. No matter where you at in your life, no matter what you got in your pocket right now, it's always up. To be honest, the less you have right now, the more rich you are, because you're not tied down to nothing, man. I wish I could start over with nothing. I wish I could, because honestly, if I ain't had all this shit, I'd be in another country right now. So don't think because you don't have a nice car or a big house, bro. Most people that got all this shit, bro, we want to be somewhere else. I just want to be on an island somewhere, bro. I just can't leave my dogs. I can't bring them to the Philippines with me. But you richer than you think you are, man. You really are. You got so much fucking potential. You got this shit, man. Become that 2.0 version, man. I love you, bro. Stay up. Be ambitious.